Hi, Gabriel. Great to see you again. How are you?
Hi, Isaiah. Doing well. Thanks.
Great. Yeah, and as you know, we're opening up enrollment into the association again soon, and we'd like to talk to associates such as yourself who transitioned successfully. So, again, congrats, and maybe you can just start by introducing yourself and the position and company you're with now.
Sure. So I'm currently an R&D scientist with Becton Dickinson, which is a medical device company. So I'm on a team of biologists within R&D.
Great. Well, congrats. I want to rewind a little bit and talk about some of the challenges you had in your job search before transitioning. Both the technical challenges like resume, LinkedIn, and then the mindset challenges, rejection, not knowing where to start.
Right. Yeah. So I definitely bumped up against both of those pretty aggressively. I found that academia had just completely dropped the ball in terms of preparing me into transitioning into an industry role,
Mm.
both in terms of you know giving me basic information in terms of, a CV is not going to be effective in terms of transitioning. You need to convert that CV into an industry resume,
Mm.
for how to format your cover letter, how to have it sort of balance a lot of the material um, while not being redundant from your resume.
Mm.
So all these things were sort of unknowns to me, and I really needed to bridge that gap. At the same time, I also, you know, had a lot of doubts, and there was a lot of uncertainty very early on in the process. I mean, I still hadn't found my value as a PhD. I was doubting myself and whether or not I could do it, and so those are two major challenges that I really found that I needed to bridge before I was ultimately successful in transitioning into industry.
Mm. No, I appreciate you sharing that. I think a lot of PhDs are not as prepared as they would like to be coming out of academia, and a lot of them don't understand, what industry employers are looking for. And so you face these challenges. You join the association. Was there any sort of immediate aha moments you had in terms of the materials right after joining?
Almost everything was an aha moment. Like I said, I just had been completely left in the dust by my institution in terms of preparing me. So right away, um, even learning just basic things like, a CV is not appropriate for applying to industry roles. You need an industry resume.
Mm.
You need to be able to bypass computer systems, applicant tracking systems, right? So you need a specific type of formatting to accomplish that, and language. Um, so all those initial tips coming from, just the very first couple of modules of this CSA, um, the CSA platform were just incredibly helpful and really allowed me to hit the ground running and really convert my materials into something that would be appropriate for applying to industry positions.
Yeah, well said. Well, thank you. I also want to talk to you just briefly about the private group and how it helped you. A lot of people on the outside, they don't understand the private group, how responsive it is, how it's helpful. Can you talk a little bit about it?
The private group is pretty instrumental for pretty much anything that you might run up against, either as someone that's just beginning to navigate those initial pitfalls all the way through actual dealing with an upcoming interview or dealing with salary negotiations after you've already gotten an offer. I mean, everything.
Mm.
There's always a group of people that have been through that, have insights on those questions, and they are ready to jump in and help you do that or navigate through those issues. So I found the private group to be one of the most valuable things, and it continues to be a value added. I mean, anytime anything comes up, even me as now an industry professional, things come up, questions come up, I can still go to those groups, ask questions, and then get great feedback from them. So it's continuously valuable.
Thank you. That's great to hear. Last question. Did you have any reservations before joining? And if so, how were they alleviated?
Um, I did have some reservations. I mean, they were offset by, I guess, my state of desperation at the
Yeah,
time,
sure.
large in part. But, I started to talk to some people in the association. I started to join in on more and more webinars that you and the association were offering, and then also going outside. I mean, if you Google, if you Google you'll find articles in Nature, right? So you're talking about like this challenge that exists right now in academia with academics. There was a lot for me to find in terms of validating what the association did or would be able to do for me right out of the gate. So not really much reservations, and any reservations that I did have were squashed almost immediately after a little bit of research.
Well, thank you for sharing that, Gabriel, and for helping out other PhDs by telling your story. I wish you the best of luck in the rest of your career, and I'll see you in the group.
Thanks a lot, Isaiah. Take care.